I'm ChezPride. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I want to go over the new Sims 4 patch update that is coming out September 26, 2023. This is the patch update before the Sims 4 Home Chef Hustle stuff pack is coming out, which is the first stuff pack since like the paranormal stuff pack, which came out over 2 years ago. So it's been a while since the stuff pack came out, so this is kind of a big deal. But before every pack or kit or whatever comes out, there's always a patch like 2 days beforehand. So the stuff pack is coming out the 28th, and this patch is the 26th. So let's jump into it. Today I'm finding the notes on SimsVIP.com. It's only been an hour since the patch has come out, and the patch notes are always hard to find at first. So this is just the first website I found with them on. I'm sure by the time I get this video up, there will be better websites with these same patch notes on them. But I just want to say real quick, sorry that it's all like shrunken in on the page, but there's just ads all over this page. I'm trying to keep block as many of the ads I can out, so I just have it very focused on the center of the page. So I do apologize, but I will also be going into my game to show off some of the stuff in this patch, because I am excited for this patch. But like I said, it just says that it's the pack is coming out the 28th. It says that this patch brings a new look for the cook menu, easier navigation, and we can also bake cupcakes in the oven. Hashtag freethecupcakes. And also bug fixes. So let's jump into these. These are the actual notes from wherever the original patch notes are that are always so hard to find. But it says, Soul Simmers. In just a few days, we'll be turning up the heat and getting cooking with the release of the Sims 4 Home Chef Hustle stuff pack. There are some fresh base game updates and bug fixes rolling out to make the experience even better. Get hungry. The Sims 4 team. And the first thing, what is new? Today's update has a variety of improvements across different features in the game. The recipe UI has received a well-deserved update, bringing filters to your fingertips, and now you can filter recipes like all vegetarian, lactose-free meat, seafood, and sweets. So I want to jump into the game and look at this more in detail. Alright, so I already have a Gordon Ramsay that has like level 10 everything in my game, so I just figured we would use him. I just figured that was kind of fitting. I just put him in this apartment, in this nice apartment in the city. But basically, if you go here, I guess you could click on the stove or the fridge. I just clicked the stove. And you go to cook. The cook menu, it should be updated now. Yeah, it totally is. Okay, so he has level 10, so he has like everything unlocked. But you can click to use fresh ingredients or not, which just tells you what you need. But you can cook it either way. But this is everything. So let's see more specific. So this is vegetarians. So here are all the recipes for the vegetarians. I'm seeing a lot of bread stuff in this category. Oh, and rainbow bat. What? Rainbow bat? Shouldn't that be under sweets? Maybe it's under both. Maybe some of the options kind of like go back and forth. I'm not trying to go super fast, but I'm also not trying to go super slow. Well, yeah, raspberry pie. Yeah, so some of the options must overlap. I don't know what. I guess you have to have mushrooms to make those specific mushrooms. Yeah, because I'm seeing a lot of bread. I'm seeing a lot of desserts. There's folk's meat stuff under here. It's cool that they have a vegetarian option category though, because it is, and a lactose intolerant one, which is what we're looking at next. Because it's just really annoying in the game when your Sims just always end up eating stuff that they're not supposed to, whether they be vegetarian or lactose intolerant. Like, I love the fact those options are in the game. I just find them really annoying. Like, really annoying. Here are all the options for this. Yes, so stuff does cross over because this one also has Raspberry Pi and the Folks Meat chips. So here are all the recipes that come with it. I'm not trying to take up too much time, but I'm also trying to make it where it's not blurry if you're trying to pause it and look at it. So here is all those. Ooh, chicken stir fry sounds so good. Alright, and then next is the meat. So this is all the meat options and the non-vegetarian options. Okay. So we got corn dogs, hamburger sliders, jambalaya, yum yum yum, taco casserole, meat pie, buttered chicken. I'm just pointing out the ones I personally like. The baking cupcakes. Okay, we'll get to the cupcakes in a minute because that's a new feature too. But oh my god, like, jeez. Okay, and then the fish. So we have all these seafood plates. And before I go into the sweets category, it kind of gives it away with the cupcake. But the next thing is, let them eat cupcakes. Speaking of sweets, this update includes the sweetness treat cupcakes. Your Sims can now prepare delicious cupcakes by using the oven, in addition to the traditional method of using the Whipped Dream Cupcake Factory. Plus, toddlers can now experience the joy of eating delicious cupcakes. So I'm super excited about this. They have a bunch of interesting recipes. As you can see from Bella sitting here with the cupcakes. So I want to go through all those recipes. Alright, so for the sweets, there are more stuff than just the cupcakes, but I'm just going to point out the cupcakes. So you can pause and see all the other stuff, but the first one is classic vanilla cupcakes. We have some minty matcha cupcakes, which is like a mini version of the matcha tea cakes. That's so cute. We have carrot cupcakes. We have the butterscotch man cupcakes, which sounds so good. We have strawberry fizzy cupcakes. We have red velvet cupcakes. We also have super chocolate Trumer's bomb cupcakes. And then we have the last one, which is the baking cupcakes, which is the most advanced one. So, considering this is Gordon Ramsay, he go all fancy, right? Why wouldn't he make this? So we're going to try making the baking cupcakes just to see the interaction of how the cupcakes are made and whatnot. So let's try this. How about even when you clip the oven, you go to the refrigerator first? Oh, he's going to do it right beside the oven. Lovely. Lovely. Maybe we can get some good pictures of this. Let's see. He has to show off, though, because he's level 10 chef, of course. Like, he has to do all the fancy moves. But it's pretty much just like making a cake so far, from what I can tell. I bet they're just going to get out a different pan. Yeah, you can like cooking. That's kind of your whole thing. Alright, but it looks like we take this, and then there's a little oven, like a little, pan. Okay, I wish they would like bent over to do that, like, or they weren't pouring from so high up, but whatever. Oh, you can see the cupcake. It was flat at first, and then they like rose. That's such a cool detail. I know that is such a small detail, but that is really cool. Let's see. Let's get some pictures of him pulling the cupcakes out of the oven. We can get a couple of angles. Just to help out. And there are the bacon cupcakes. Let's get a look at these. Oh man. Okay. The bacon cupcake is literally a cupcake with a piece of bacon on top. Like, that is a very interesting recipe. I will say so myself. I would also like to point out they also did organize the gourmet meals as well. So I will quickly go through those. There's lots of those. So here are the vegetarian safe options. Of course, the garlic noodles are in there. Yum, yum, yum. That's like one of my standard gourmet meals I make. And then we have the lactose free category. That's the stuff like butternut. It's got ganache and chicken. The stuff I can't pronounce, basically. Salt and shrimp cocktail, butternut squash soup, lactose free cheesecake. Thank you. Lobster tortellini. And then we have the meats option. So that doesn't have very much at all. Like literally 6 options with meat. And then seafood is a little bit more. Well, you at least got the lobster in there. Yum, yum, yum. And then for the sweets, there is a couple of different cakes and whatnot. Even some baked Alaska. So we have that. But for the desserts, the baking category is not organized. But like, what could they organize them as? But this is all the desserts that come with the game if you have all the packs I have and have a level 10 sim. At least it has some cakes in here. I wasn't even aware the baking had any cakes, because it's a whole thing with the cakes being under the cooking categories instead of the baking categories. But there is a carrot cake? Yeah, there's a carrot cake and there's lemon bars. So yum, yum, yum. But it does tell you this is vegetarian, lactose free, even though it's not like under categories of lactose free like the cooking and the gourmet cooking are. Then it goes on to say, we delve deep into cooking recipes and ingredients, especially to see the quality of food that is prepared better to reflect your sim's skill level, current mood, and appliance quality. Additionally, recipes across cooking, gourmet cooking, and baking skills have been updated to better utilize more and inspected ingredients of the food that is being prepared, which is what I just showed you. One of these examples of the updates, players who own both Cottage Living and Get to Work can use the sugar, flour, and egg ingredients in the former with the baking recipes from the latter. Okay? And updates don't stop there. We gave Cool Kitchen Pack some love too. I scream, you scream. Now Chow's can scream for ice cream. Chow Sims can now use the Sweet Tooth ice cream machine, which I cannot show you because that is one of the very few. I don't own like maybe 4 packs out of every single pack, including kits. That's one of them. But I am debating whether I should buy it just to compare it to this new one, but we'll see. But there is a picture of Alexander Goth using the ice cream machine, so that's cute. And the next thing it says is, one last update we'd like to tell you about relates to small appliances in the game. We've added the ability for many small appliances to be dragged around in the game world while in live mode, as well as being able to be placed small appliances into your Sims inventory to take them with you on travels. Oh, that's cool. So if you're curious of what those are, this is the list from like the summer treat tray from I'm pretty sure that's the backyard stuff back. The ice cream machine we just talked about. The Blazing Ladies over the counter oven. Just stuff like that. And then next, we finally are getting into bug fixes. So there's a couple for a couple of different categories. None of them are too long. The bug fixes for the base game and the city. No, just the base game is the longest, but it's only 5. So, but it says for the base game, it says, gardens plants should now remain as plants. It says, sometimes crumbling into piles of dirt. Be strong, live your best life, garden buds. Thank you! Gardening is such a big part of my gameplay, And this has been driving me nuts. I've been like, is it because I'm leaving the lot? Is it because I'm not getting it before it harvests? But no, it was just a glitch. It wasn't nothing I was doing. I was just blaming myself for no reason. But I'm so glad they finally fixed that. Like, oh my god. I hope it stays fixed. The next one says, visual effects for Sims traits in Crazy Sim have returned from an unplanned summer holiday. Okay. Some text was updated to properly gush about newborns. Take a big whiff, we're growing trash. Trash fruit will now probably grow from any pile of trash outside, no matter the source. Okay, I never played with trash plants, but whatever. And then the last one for base game says, it was getting a little lonely out there. Sims will once again receive calls and invitations from other Sims and NPCs. Didn't know that wasn't happening, but okay. And next we have city living. We have 2 for it. It says, we are all very hungry working on this update, but not so hungry that vegetarians would eat meat. Your vegetarian Sims will no longer grab meals that upset their stomachs when using the get leftovers interactions. Can we do this for both vegetarians and lactose intolerant Sims? Because that's also really annoying. And the second one says, the gelatin rainbow cake isn't vegetarian. We've updated a lot of recipes that weren't properly flagged as vegetarian safe, and some of them shouldn't have been flagged in the first place. Alright. And then seasons, we have one. It says, bees will no longer become enraged or irritated after applying mite treatment. They will be a little more grateful to their caretaker Sim. Interesting. Eagle Lifestyle also just has one. It says, photographs taken following today's patch will no longer look black when stored in the storage box. Okay. We have cottage living with 2. It says, some vegetables weren't being recognized as vegetables for recipe ingredients. We have fixed this. Make as many vegetable-based dishes as your heart desires. And then it says, now your Sims can make more informed choices on if they want to suffer the consequence of eating dairy when they are lactose intolerant. We've done a large update to food for more accurate lactose-free experience. Thank you. Okay, that's a step in the right direction. High School Years has one. It says, set your boundaries. There should be fewer invitations to become BFFs with other Sims. Oh my god, thank you. That's such an annoying pop-up. Like, especially when they just, like, come into your house and they're like, hey, you want to be best friends? But if you don't say yes to me, we're going to lose friendship and I'm going to start hating you. And it's just, oh my god, it's the worst. It's the worst. Growing Together also has one. It says, photos taken falling to... Wasn't it just up here? Okay, that's Eco Lifestyle. It's the same thing as the Eco Lifestyle. The pictures are turning black when stored in these boxes. And then there's 2 more, or 2 with Horse Ranch and 1 movie night hangout, and that's, I think, the end of it. Yeah, that's the end of it. So it says Horse Ranch. Horse hands now stay hired until you dismiss them, and then riders going through using horse barrels or horse jumps doing something on foot no longer require lingering on horseback. In the movie Hangout, it says when using the sugarcane popcorn popper, Sims will no longer have visibility into what cooking skill they must reach to be able to prepare the various popcorn recipes. So that is it for today's patch, you guys. It wasn't like the biggest patch ever, but honestly, it was a pretty good patch. But I'm more excited for the stuff pack coming out. Like this, I'm very excited for there to be a stuff pack coming out. I do plan on putting out videos for that, so keep your eye out for that. But for now, you guys, I'm gonna say thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right.